They desperately needed a receiver. Basically, not having a good other receiver besides George Pickens last year ruined the entire Steelers season. It broke everything. So they were set out to get a good receiver. And you would think most of DK Metcalf's success came with Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson is really good at throwing those deep balls. So you might put 2 and 2 together and say Russell Wilson's coming back to Pittsburgh, but that is not the case. It doesn't, or at least it doesn't look to be the case.
You don't think? Well, do you think Russell Wilson's going to come back?
I don't. Okay. I think, unfortunately, I think it's going to be Aaron Rodgers.
Whoa.
Aaron Rodgers.
Move it along.
Yeah.
Okay, my question for Joey then is: Mr. Pickens going to get along with DK? Since it's obvious that DK Metcalf is going to be the number one guy.
Here's a question. Here's a real question: Is George Pickens going to be here?
Why would Metcalf be number one?
Oh, Metcalf's definitely number one.
Oh, he's the number one receiver.
Albert Pickens?
I have 150 million reasons why DK Metcalf is number one. But I mean, both they're both. It depends on what your definition of a number one wide receiver is, but they could both be considered, wide receiver one. They're definitely both wide receiver one on the team. But the question remains: are the Steelers going to keep George Pickens? They traded to get DK Metcalf. They traded a second round draft pick this year, so they don't have a second round draft pick, and that's very valuable to the Steelers.